Hey guys, what's up? It's ItsAnnaLouise, and today's video is a very highly requested Q&A. I have had a lot of people ask me to do a Q&A recently, and so I'm finally doing one, and I'm very excited about it. And I asked you guys on both Snapchat and Twitter some questions, and you guys asked some really good ones, so I'm going to answer those for you today. I actually just filmed this video, and my camera messed up, so I'm refilming it. I'm so mad that it messed up because I really liked the footage, but we're going to do this again, and let's go ahead and begin. So the very first question, starting out with Snapchat, is from Cody Warren, and it is, what is the next animal you will be getting? So the next animal that I will be getting are 2 male rats, and I'm so excited, you guys. Like, I literally haven't been this excited in so long, because honestly, rats are such amazing creatures, and I mean that. Like, just everything about them, and I will be making a video on it, and I will be showing you guys everything about my rats, like what I get for them, just videos of them, along with all the other stuff I do videos about, such as my betta fish and my new mouse. But they truly are amazing, and I can't wait to tell you guys more. So the next question, also on Snapchat, is from Jess, and it is, what are your favorite community fish to keep with bettas? So I would probably have to say that my favorite community fish would have to be cory cats, probably, just because they're so adorable, and there's many different varieties you can get, which I think is always really fun. And I also really like the little ghost shrimp and the other types of shrimp, which for some reason, I don't know if it's because of the car drive I have to go get them, they end up dying, but basically for actual fish I would probably have to say cory cats. And so my next question is from Virginia Smiley. So her question is, how many bettas do you currently have? So let's see. So starting with the ones in my room, and I'm going to go ahead and include rescues too. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12, 13, and then 14, and then I have 21. So 21 bettas in total. I had to count there for a second when it got to my sorority, just saying all their names in my head to count a little bit, but I have them, and then I also have betta fry, so about 28 of them, I think. It's really hard to count them when they're so small. So the next question is from Erica, and it is, what did you study for in college, as in what career did you go for? So I'm actually still in college, but I do graduate on May the 5th, so less than a month away, and I have went to a 2-year college, but I will be going for 2 more years because I want my bachelor's degree. But when I graduate in May with my associate's degree in teaching. So after my next 2 years, when I get my bachelor's, I will be an elementary school teacher, so from grades K through 5th, and I primarily would like to do like 2nd grade, anywhere from 2nd grade up. So the next question is from Dylan Sadino, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not for sure. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but his question is, what's your fiance's name and what type of degree are you trying to get? P.S. I love your videos so much. They make me smile when I watch them. Thank you. That means a lot to me. So my fiance's name is Bryce. His first name is actually Adrian, but he goes by his middle name, which is Bryce. And of course, his next question is what I just answered, so an elementary school teacher. Alrighty, so now with Twitter, I have a question from M, and her question is, what's your favorite type of fish ever? So, hands down, 100%, my favorite fish ever out of all of them is definitely betta fish. Like really, definitely. I've kept many different fish throughout my life because of my parents. I've had saltwater, freshwater, you name it, and bettas are just the best to me, like, because of their personality and the way they are, all the different variations, colors, tail types. I literally just love them so much. So they're definitely my favorite. And her second question is, dart okay? So this is really important, and I'm going to talk to you just for a second about dart. A lot of you have asked me this, and I guess you didn't see that on the video of Dart, I posted a pinned comment that said that he died shortly after the making of that video. Now, he showed no signs of being sick before then, like outward signs, and I literally woke up out of my bed, which I'm in right now, walked over to the tank and I was going to say good morning to him, and then that's when I found him being, you know, really sick. And then, you know, of course I filmed that video throughout the variation of what I did, as you saw in the video, and then later that night he passed away. And it was of dropsy, which I also said in the comment. It was dropsy because I noticed later that evening that he was pine coning really bad, getting more bloated, and I just knew that's what it was. Now, I knew it just couldn't have been my fault. The water was fine. He was fine all up until he died. So all the comments about it possibly being my fault and saying things I've done wrong really hurt my feelings, because I know how good of a fish keeper I definitely am. So that was not it, like, literally. And this is what I just found out. Let's see, I think it was 2 days ago. So I knew this other girl off of Instagram who had gotten the very same type of fish as Dart from the same breeder. And we got him at the very same time, like both of ours. Maybe like a week or two difference. And I was scrolling through Instagram, you know, just looking at the post, and I see a picture of hers, and it said that her fish was dying, and he was dying of dropsy too. So I read all of it, I looked, it sounded just like Dart, and so I messaged her and I was like, hey, I got mine at the same time as yours, they're the same type of fish, and mine actually just died of dropsy, which hers ended up dying too. And so me and her both talked about it, and we think that they were sent to us sick, and he was a $150 fish, the most expensive one, and he's the only one who's died of a major disease. And I do know that dropsy is symptoms, it's not the actual disease, so that's not what I'm saying. But anyway, we know that they probably had came like that. So that's the update on Dart, and it really hurts, and it still doesn't feel like he's gone. But that's what happened. So the next question is from Naomi, and her question is, how did you find your love for animals? And her second question is, if you could have any animal in the world, what would it be? And then her third question is, what age are you? So, for my love of animals, I've literally loved them ever since I could walk. I don't know, like, what just sparked it, but ever since then, and it started out mainly with cats. Like, I literally loved every animal. My granddaddy lives on a farm. I was around cows and lambs and goats and horses and everything, which I actually have a horse over there, and I was just around all those animals, all the different cats, the dogs I've had, dogs my grandparents have had, and I've just loved them. And I've always been so sensitive to every single animal, like even bugs. I do not kill bugs, even if they're in my house and I'm scared of them, I will get someone to catch them and release them. So ever since I was little, I just have been so exposed to animals, and I've just loved them, you know, so much. And so the second question, if I could have any animal, it would probably be some form of big cat. Like a tiger. Probably a tiger. Yeah, I think a tiger. Because I love all types of big cats, and that's what I was saying before. Like, cats were one of the very first animals that I started to love, so that's why I would go with a big cat. And then what age am I? I am 20 years old, so I know a lot of you think that I look really young, and I'm not. I am 20, and I will be 21 this year. So the next question is from World X. And this one and the previous one were back to Snapchat. So the question is, will you be able to sell your babies to people not in your city? So, like I said before, I do have Betta Fry, and his question is, will I be able to sell them to people who are not in my state? And yes, I definitely will. They will be able to be sold in the U.S. I fortunately can't to out-of-country people, because whenever I went to go check on prices, it was mega expensive. Like, I can't remember if it was $60 just for shipping, and it was for 10 days, which is definitely not safe. So it's a lot, and I really wish that I could, but it's just money. So, but in the US, yes, I can. So the next one is, oh gosh, it doesn't say who it's from, because they sent it like this. Well, I'm sorry, but this question is, what is your favorite betta tail type and why? So my favorite betta tail type, I have been going through my mind with this for a while now, trying to think what in the world, because I felt like for a while it changed, but honestly right now, just sticking with my gut feeling and how I felt for a while, my favorite is veiled tail. And I know a lot of people say that's the most common and everything like that, but I mean, yes, the red and blue are the most common, but for all my veiled tails I have and the different color variations that they have, I'm literally so in love with them. And yeah, they just have to be my favorite tail type because they're just so, I love it when they flare, and they're just all the it's just like the shape. I'm really bad at explaining, but the color variations, the shape, and when they flare, and all the ones I've gotten have been so sweet. Like the bond with them is amazing. But with, I would feel like a second favorite would be placotte. I keep wanting to say placket, but placottes, which I used to not like as much, but they've just grown on me personality wise. So the next question is from Janie, I think is how you pronounce it, Crosby, and her question is, when did you start to make videos and why? So I started to make videos over a year ago, and I actually had started doing a beauty channel, like a makeup and clothing kind of thing, story times, kind of stuff like that, but I felt like it wasn't my thing as much as this is what you guys are seeing now, my animals, my betas. That is what my heart, you know, is really set with. I did enjoy it, but this right here, this is it. But that is what I started to do, and I still would like to do some advice things sometime, but my betas are my everything, and so are my other pets, so this is what really makes my heart happy, and I really love doing it. So the next question is from Will, and he says, are you ever going to get a dog or any other bigger animal, and what kind of snails are best to house with your betas? Love you. I love you too, Will. So I actually have 2 dogs, and I've had dogs all my life. I have 2 dogs right now. I have a Yorkie named Wally and a Border Collie named Andy. So I do plan on, you know, like once I get married and get my own house, getting more dogs for the bigger animal aspect, and probably another cat, but my Rose is my baby, so no more right now. And then snails, I prefer mystery snails with betas. All mine have gotten along perfectly, and I have many of them. So yeah, that wraps it up for this Q&A. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please follow me on Snapchat for more updates about me, my fish, and my other animals. It would mean the world to me if you did so, and I hope you have a great day or night or whenever you may be watching this. Please subscribe, and you can do that by clicking my face right here, and you can watch another one of my videos by clicking right here. Please, please, please do that. It would mean the world to me, and I thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.